Look at this.
So next up, we have Elizabeth Howell with Space.com. Liz?
Hello, thank you. Maybe this is for Nicole.
And the fella in the middle with his arms folded looks like his head's been pasted on. The two to the right look awkward as hell. And of course, when we look to the left, we can see why. Who can justify having their hair like that at work? That's right, no one. It makes no sense whatsoever unless you're trying to sell the lie of a weightless environment created by a space station that's orbiting a scientifically impossible ball. Look at how silly this all looks these days, and how awkward these clowns look.
Trying to get Frank into that Crew Dragon must have been one of the most interesting applications of just-in-time training. Can you talk about how you and the rest of the crew, and of course Frank, got that scenario together? Thanks.
Well, it was really the teams at NASA and SpaceX that worked very closely to come up with a plan quite quickly so that we can safely add.
Rather than talk about that, Tosh, why don't you talk about why your colleague there's hair's like that? In fact, let's talk about what we think's going on here. Is it lots of hairspray? And is she upside down? Or is it like computer graphics overlaid now? Like augmented reality? We've seen the necklaces move about that actually have been sort of superimposed in with computer graphics and technology. So perhaps they're doing that now with their hair. But they just look so ridiculous, and it all looks so desperate.
Seat to Dragon and return Frank.
Even the participants just look so awkward. Matey with his arms folded, all defensive and uncomfortable, and of course his head looks like it's been pasted on. And the poor old girl, who clearly drew the short straw. Oh dear.
Josh actually put the seat liner in Dragon, so do you want to talk to that, Blue?
Yeah, absolutely. And Dan, if you could help us out, if you could mute while we're answering.
So desperate, so ridiculous, so obvious. Bless you. You've participated in something that is quite frankly evil. Bless you. And let's not forget where these clowns supposedly are. Let's just zoom in quickly before I go where that clown show supposedly took place. We zoom in, supposedly shot from the Sawyers in 2011. And look, all we've got is a bog roll inspired mosaic tiles, airfix modelled fucking space station. The most obvious, blatant model you can have. Look, absolutely ridiculous. Party straws, airfix models, bog rolls covered in foil, mosaic tiles, all the usual tosh that we used to get from the airfix model era of space, which, if I'm honest, was quite good fun, as opposed to the CGI space pantomime that we're having to entertain now.